Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the Commissioner Board, Dr. Garrettson, short-termer, and the Golden Nugget, Bruce Paterson, Garwood, New Jersey. Reso 989 is giving terminal construction $6.6 million for the courthouse parking garage demo. This is an astronomical cost, nearly $1 million a floor for the small parking garage to be demoed. Was this competitively bid? And if so, how many bidders? It appears to be emergency work since the garage is in sudden imminent collapse, and we did not see an RFP about this work. Bottom line, this should really only be around $3 million tops for demolition. But so why such a high number? And are the taxpayers being gouged by terminal construction? Reso 998, 999 are resos regarding bonding for more money for the Aries Company Biosolids project in Linden. Sadly, back in 2019, in the rush for the county to become the first to provide such an unproven large-scale process, it turned into a black hole of monies. I supported the idea back then when it was just forecasted to cost $50 million. You freeholders and we, the public, have been duped. Project cost is now up to $95 million. This reso of yours, for some reason, is hiding the $30 million additional cost from the public's view and should be made transparent. It appears to be another major blunder of the Improvement Authority and its incompetent and inexperienced director, Bibby Taylor. Obviously, there are no financial controls, no oversight on Bibby's UCIA part. At $65 million in 2021, this project was supposed to be finished. Now it's $95 million and 3 years over schedule. This public needs you to bring Director Taylor's butt up to the podium to have her explain this latest county boondoggle. And we're facing a similar scenario as the solar panel program that failed. Aries' financial analysis, I'm sure, didn't include gas costs going down about 400% and bond servicing up to 5% interest rates. I think you should vote no on this and analyze it further to see if this is actually a workable system. I hate to say it, it could be in for a dollar, in for a pound, and that's pretty bad for the taxpayers. Reso 1013 is increasing legal costs on a lawsuit created by former acting prosecutor Lindsay Ruotolo. Speaking of blunders, here's another costing $100,000 from the taxpayers from the incompetence of former acting prosecutor Ruotolo, who was in over her head on the job, but was there due to political connections. It's a gift that keeps on giving, the shaft to the taxpayers, that is. After the 2 years of her blunders, she then gets promoted for more money. I'm sure Commissioner Marabella knows how this New Jersey corrupted process works. Reso 1014 is a settlement agreement for $100,000 in the matter of Jersey Precast versus County of Union. The final blunder of the night regards this settlement to Jersey Precast, which came out of a lawsuit between Jersey and Tricon, the general contractor. Having experienced in governmental work and reading court documents, there were multiple failures found. It started back in 2019 when whatever county person crafted the bid specs for the Passaic Avenue Bridge in New Providence created an issue. There are huge PSE and G high voltage cables 100 feet right above the bridge. When there are major impediments such as this, the bid specs are obligated to point them out, describing them or just noting that the contract must adhere to PSE and G's rules and regulations regarding work near and around high voltage cables. In fact, the county engineer's budget numbers should have also taken this costly major impediment into account, and even in vetting the final award to the contractor should have asked about it, but you didn't. However, the county is not really 100% culpable. The contractors during the site visit for bidding should have done an RFI on the closeness of the cabling, but still, in my opinion, the liability is on the county engineer's bid spec for ignoring such a major, potentially costly impact. So it turned into a disaster. Construction stopped in 2021, 3 years ago, and lawsuits ensued, and the bridge is still not built. The public would like to hear any comments from the county attorney and the county engineer on this issue. So now that the cold winter weather is here, when I come to the 6th floor, it's like walking in a winter Blunderland. Thank you. Happy Hanukkah.
Glad you got the Christmas spirit.
That's next meeting.
989,
What else would you do?
989, 998, 999, County Manager Showman.
Thank you, Chairman. shockingly, Mr. Paterson is wrong again. There's no obligation for the county to repay these bonds. This is the third round of funding, which was anticipated. There's no relation to the solar company, so not quite sure what he's talking about. He probably should have looked at his notes, because, you know, you'd think they'd come in handy. For the parking deck, if you could do it for $3 million, Mr. Paterson, you should have bid, but this was publicly noticed, publicly bid, and it went to the lowest responsible bidder. So if you could do it for half the price, you should have put the paperwork in. Thank you. You're done. Thank you.
1014, County Council Bergen.
Thank you, Chairman. Mr. Patterson gets the broad aspects correct, but gets the details wrong. The bid specs here were not improperly written. The contractor had the obligation in the bid specs to determine how to deal with the electric wires. The lowest responsible bidder did not do that, walked off the job in '21, and so we've been working since then to get the job going again. In fact, the bonding company paid for by the contractor is kicking in $1.3 million to make sure this job gets finished, in addition to the remaining money that wasn't paid to the original contractor. The County of Morris and the County of Union, this bridge crosses the Passaic River between the two, are each kicking in the amount here, $99,945. The alternative would be to continue the litigation and have this bridge sit there unfixed for years and years while we litigate. So this is a good settlement of this case, and the bidding company is taking most of the hit here. Thank you,
very much,
Chairman.
County Council. Seeing no one else, I'll formally close this portion of the meeting.